This is Alix with an I.
And this is Jess Cans.
And you're listening to
Inside the Makeup Bag, where we remove the makeup,
Cut the filter
and expose the naked truth
about the beauty industry.
Let's get into it. Zip! Welcome to episode 10. Woo!
Yay!
That's
10.
a good, yeah, wow.
Wow.
We're getting old.
Double digits.
Remember when you turned 10? It was like a thing, like you're in double digits. That's how I feel.
I don't remember that when I
Okay.
turned 10. But I feel like it's exciting.
Because it was like 100
so
years
long,
ago.
It was literally 30 years ago.
Yeah, that's a long time. I wouldn't be able to remember 30
I mean, I
years
remember my birthdays, but I don't know specifically.
Yeah. 10, exactly.
Yeah.
No, I just remember it being a deal, like to get into double digits.
For me, it was teen.
I wonder if it's still a deal. I think so.
But I watched Beavis and Butthead and was like 11 teen. So like when I turned 11, I was like 11 teen.
Yeah, okay. Anyways, today's episode is about a very hot topic. Kids shopping in Sephora and Ulta for skincare. It's been all over everyone's social media. Like even Frankie is getting it on his TikTok.
Yeah.
So people who aren't even remotely interested in the beauty world, it's popping up.
Yeah.
It's a thing, and we thought that we should hop on this trend and talk about it, but in a more educational way.
Yeah, more lighter, put light to it.
And
not be hating.
Yeah, educate everyone on what their kids, or what are age-appropriate products.
Yeah, they could get these trendy products, but let's make sure they're for their skin.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then maybe educate some of the parents on what they should be using. That their kids are bringing home.
Yes, I love it. Me gusta.
But of course, before we get into it, we need to play this or that.
Okay, I have one.
Okay, mine's going to be hard.
In lieu of skincare. And I feel like this is going to be one of those this or that's where it's like, oh, they're kind of the same thing. So how are you going to decide? So this or that night. What?
Is it going to be the same?
If it's the same thing, I'm going to kill you.
Okay, wait, let's say it on three. Okay. Let's say it on three. 1, 2, 3. Nighttime skincare routine or morning? Okay. Okay. There you go.
All right. Okay, you can see I got so excited. Nighttime moisturizer.
Okay.
Like specific, like a night cream or a night mask. A nighttime mask.
Nighttime moisturizer.
Yeah, I'm going to have to say.
No? No, because
it's hard. It's like very similar, right?
Yeah, but I think my nighttime moisturizer is also a daytime moisturizer, but I do have a specific night mask that I use, so I'll say night mask.
Yeah, I would definitely say night cream.
Okay.
I feel like when I want a night cream, like you have a cream that you could use day or night, whatever, but like a specific night cream is always like richer anyway. And I feel like it's actually richer than the mask. Although the Youth to the People mask, I do really like that.
Yeah, the dream
one.
mask. That's
that
my
yellow one.
Yeah, that's my nighttime mask.
But I would have to say night cream overall more than a mask.
I just feel like, yes, I understand that. I feel for me, it's just easier to have I still use a different moisturizer in the daytime, but my nighttime moisturizer is a moisturizer I could use during the day. So I think for versatility and like ease of like simplifying your skincare routine, if I'm like suggesting for someone else as well as for myself, a nighttime mask I think is easier for people to process than having a daytime cream and a nighttime cream and then a nighttime mask or whatever. But that's, I don't know. I think people are more savvy now, so they already have their like daytime cream and their nighttime cream. Okay, so mine
at the same time.
This is a weird one. It's going to be hard for you to choose, I think. But
kind of hard to let it play.
Yeah, so a nighttime skincare routine or daytime skincare routine? Like if you had to choose one and cut one out.
Daytime. Because nighttime for me is the most vital one, actually.
Yes.
That's when I'm using my heavy retinols. That's when I'm using my peels and all that like, all that like shit. And the daytime I keep it pretty light. Like if I use an acid, it's a very low percentage. But I am freaking lazy. Sometimes I'll come home, take a shower. I like starfish, just like air dry. If you guys don't know what starfishing is, it's like butt naked on the bed like a starfish. So I'll like starfish and then I just won't do my skincare afterwards.
Just seared into everyone's.
If you've never starfished, 10 out of 10
I can't not put on cream after I wash my face. So I'm going to say nighttime routine only because I more so would be lazy in the morning where I like splash my face with water or whatever. I don't know. But if I'm if I'm removing makeup and then washing my face, I have to have moisturizer on. Yeah. And I feel like that more often happens at night.
At night, if I'm lazy, no matter what, I always do eye. I'll always do the eye cream. But daytime for me, because I'll get ready for work and it's right by my makeup and I just blase.
Yeah. I know. I could go either way.
Yeah. But I feel like nighttime is the most important.
It is the most important.
And it's the one I skip the most.
Okay. I don't skip it, but
it's hard to believe. Looking at this skin.
It's hard to believe I'm 72.
No, but you don't skip it. That's good.
Yeah, I get lazy with it, but I always have put on a moisturizer and a night cream at night and wash my. I always wash my face.
Goals.
Yeah,
I always wash my face.
I simplify it when I'm lazy. When I'm like I'm so tired. Okay, let's get into this topic because it is a hot topic.
Every time we say hot topic, I always think of the voice. This is for my girls. They say the hot topic. Hot topic. Polly Pocket. No, just kidding.
Yeah, they always use that same chime. Polly Pocket. Yeah, it was the same.
Is it? I don't know. I made it up. Polly Pocket.
I feel like probably.
I don't know.
Okay.
Hot topic.
Okay. Before we talk about what?
Hot topic?
Yeah.
I still love that, sir. Okay.
Occasionally. They have good t-shirts. But I think before we dive into how we feel about the topic, because I know you're very passionate about it, it's weird because yesterday, today's Monday. Mm-hmm. Yesterday, I was asked by I was in Sephora.
Yeah.
And these two girls who were maybe like 15, okay, so not older women, were like, oh my God, is it true, you guys, like asking me and my coworker, is it true about like 10-year-olds in Sephora? And I was like, what about it is true? Yeah, I was like, yeah, they do come in here and shop. She goes, yeah, I've already seen like 3 of them. I'm like, and you didn't notice it before. Also, you're just as annoying. Like
you're part of the group.
You're part of the problem. No. You're the group of people that people are annoyed with. You're not out of it. You're not. You fall into that easily. But she was trying to like They were trying to differentiate themselves from that. She was like, they really like pump and make a mess of things. She was talking more about the TikToks and the videos that talk about them being messy and stuff like that, which does bother me, but we'll get into that. But I was like, wow, now like just random like shoppers are asking us like, is this true? And I was like, oh my God, like this, guys,
it's
like
everywhere.
It's it's turning into, and this will just naturally go into how I feel about the topic. The videos are turning into cyberbullying and it's driving me crazy.
I agree.
Like, it's okay to say, hey, I'm concerned. You guys are messy. Like, it is annoying, right? The messiness, very annoying. Like, you're old enough to know to not make a fucking mess in the store.
Right.
You're old enough to know.
It's not like the little toddlers in that sofa that like stick their finger
and dig it. It's not that. You're 10, 11, 12, old enough to use your mom's credit card, old enough to go shopping, old enough to be on TikTok, old enough to comprehend like, oh, I want this.
To clean up. I'm sure you have to clean up after yourself at the house.
Yeah, so that is annoying. But a lot of the videos that I've seen are not just about them being messy, but them, being rude to their mom and their parents, and then their parents not saying anything, and then spending thousands of dollars and doing all these things. But I really want to talk about, I want to take the time to educate the issue that other videos have talked about is like, why are they buying this stuff for their face? Like not everything, but like, so for me, I'm like, okay, it's great that everyone's now aware, but like, why are we making fun of them? Like, don't hate on them.
It's ridiculous.
It's better than them like being into other things.
Yeah.
Like everybody was obsessed with something at that age. And I mean, for me, that age was the worst. I was ugly. I was awkward. I wanted to be cool. I had friends. I wasn't like a loser, but like I was in between.
Awkward stage.
It's an awkward stage. Everyone's mean. Girls are mean. You're like maybe about to start your period. Your skin's all wonky. You're going through puberty. It sucks. Like you are like at nobody's prime years are when you're 11 or 12.
I know.
Everyone's like the ugliest at that point.
And so I agree with you. And like how I feel about the topic is that these people on the internet are so annoying. Like when I see these videos like coming at these like little kids, I'm like, let them fucking live.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit is it hurting you? No. It's literally not hurting you as long as they're getting the stuff that's okay for their skin. Like my niece is 12, so it like really pisses me off when I see these videos because my niece is so fucking cute. She loves her skincare, and I love that she loves her skincare.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's great. She knows that I'm in the industry, so she does get like a foot up where she knows like I have to ask my aunt like what's okay. Like, can I use this? Can I not use that? Where in store, it should be our job to try to help these kids instead of hating on it.
Yes.
And all these TikTok videos about like these kids being rude and stuff like that, like that's anywhere that kid would be.
Yeah.
It's a specific kid. Like my niece is not rude.
Yes.
Her friends are not rude.
Yeah.
I've helped so many people that are not rude little kids and their parents ask. So like when I see these people like, oh, can I like, they just come off bitter. These TikTok videos come off bitter. Oh, sorry, your parents didn't get you that. So, like, my niece has so many aunts and uncles, and we always make sure, she got all of that stuff. Yep, we got her Lululemon. Does she own everything in them? No. But if that's what my niece wants, and that's going to make her feel good at 12 years old when you're in middle school and you're navigating what's cool, what's not cool, yes, my niece is going to get what makes her feel good. And if that is skincare, I'm so glad that it's skincare.
Yeah, I think that there's been like there's a hair on my lip. There's been an array of videos of what the topic actually is, and I think, but it's just overwhelmingly like whatever it is, whether they're being rude to their mom or they're spending $1,000 and like how do they have this money at that age? They just have that money at that age.
Yeah.
Like I didn't have that money at that age,
cards,
but whatever. But or making a mess or whatever. Overall, though, the theme is annoyed with them. And I'm like, first of all, how are these employees not getting written up? They probably are at this point. But second of all, how can you, how can you say that when in 10 years they're going to be working adults who spend their money?
Right.
They are the future. So like it's the clientele you want to capture. So
100%. So
as a from the top, like Ulta and Sephora, they're loving it, right?
Loving it.
Capturing all these things.
So is the brands that they're buying from.
Yeah, of
because
course. They're
like, buying
heck
it.
Yeah, they're gonna. Yeah, their mom's gonna.
Their
use
parents
it.
are gonna buy it. Oh, I don't know. My daughter uses this, so I use it.
Exactly.
So it's a win.
Like it's
just
smart marketing. Yeah, people are just being bitter. But I do want to say, I do find that there is a responsibility for people like us in store 100%. And the employees 100%. Of these retailers to educate the little girls that are willing to listen.
Yeah. Or the parents that
are willing to listen, what they should or should not be using, because they are, some of the things they're buying is destroying their skin.
Yeah.
Right. So that's not okay, but it's on us to be like, hey,
right.
and if they don't
do
want to listen,
job.
Whatever, they don't want to listen.
Yeah.
Like it's not a big deal. Get over it. Let them ruin their skin.
We would help anybody else out, no matter what the age is. So what is the difference? They're a paying customer is a paying customer.
Yeah.
And like, I'm sorry, these companies that they're buying from is making money off of them. So like a lot of times, for example, right, Drunk Elephant. Yeah. That's one of the biggest ones. There's a couple of big ones, but that one is for sure the biggest one. Most kids that I help in store, and I'm not even in that area, but I help them because I see them and I know how some of these bitter people can be, and I think of my niece every time I see these kids. So I go there and they ask for help or whatever if the parents are there, and I'm like, they basically just want Drunk Elephant. They don't always know what they want.
Exactly what they want.
They want, I need Drunk Elephant. Perfect. And then I tell them, like, anything with the light blue cap, you can use this oil. Stay away with any acid unless it's hyaluronic, and the parents, like, for the most part, of course, there's one-offs of 100%. There's one-offs everywhere.
Yeah.
So
I got one little girl that, like, was literally, she was with her dad, and he was, like, really receptive. And I was like, you should probably, and she was like literally wouldn't look at me the rest of the time. And I was like,
so pissed.
And she put everything down. She was like, I was like, okay. I was like, sorry to the dad. He was like, thank you.
Yeah. And you know what? In the long run, you're helping her skin.
That's one kid that got mad. The rest of them have been pretty respectful. I will say more so lately. So maybe like the cyberbullying has kind of taken them off their high horse and been like, oh, maybe I should listen a little more. Maybe I don't agree with the cyberbullying aspect of it, but maybe because it has been
everywhere.
everywhere.
It's annoying.
And within the past
Not them,
week,
the videos are
the
annoying.
videos. Within the past week, all my clients that have been that age have been really nice. So I'm like, maybe they're seeing it and they feel a little bad that they've like maybe had an attitude before or whatever. But nonetheless, they're children. Like, yes, they're annoying. No matter what, they're annoying. No matter what they're buying, they're annoying.
And a snotty kid is going to be a snotty kid. If they're a rude kid, they're always going to be rude. Whether it's for buying Drunk Elephant or if it's
at
going
McDonald's.
to the exactly. Like that's the kid. That's not
a shitty kid.
That's not like
kid.
because they're buying this stuff. That's who they are. Just like any other person
in
shopping.
general.
And I think we lose that. And it's like, I don't care. I hope some of the brand that I work for stuff goes viral so these kids could buy more of my stuff. 100%.
Seriously.
100%.
Yeah.
Bring it over. Bring it on.
They're literally making these companies millions of dollars. Millions of dollars.
Yeah.
So, okay, let's talk about what are some of the do's and don'ts, or what's a good intro skincare routine for these girls. And let's talk about, first of all, let's talk about specific to the brands that they want, that they're looking for, and then just in general.
Yeah.
I think.
I could go.
Elephant.
So Drunk Elephant, it's totally a do. There's so many things you can do there, right? I always say the light blue cap, that's the hyaluronic line. They have a hyaluronic serum and a hyaluronic mask, perfectly fine for them to use. They have an oil. Totally fine for them to use. They can even use all of their creams, the peptide, and there's a new one that just launched, and another one. They can all use that. Do they need peptides? No. Will using peptides harm them? No.
Probably not. And if it does, we won't know for years and years.
Yes, but like peptides only help boost the peptide you have.
Yeah.
It's not like it's an acid. So I say for me, Drunk Elephant, anything that's an acid except for the hyaluronic is a no. So the retinols, vitamin C's, I always say steer clear of for a little bit, maybe low percentages, but they don't really need that stuff. No. Let's get them some hydration with the hyaluronic.
The cleanser's fine.
The cleansers are
fine.
The
lip balm is fine.
Yeah, if they wear makeup, the makeup melts are fine from them. The lip balm is beautiful from them. So there's a lot of do's from them. For don'ts, for sure, the retinol.
Yeah, the baby facial.
The baby facial. The serum, that's the green top. I use it.
I don't know the name of it, but I know
I have it.
Anything, I think salicylic acid and hyaluronic acid is still okay, because salicylic, if they're breaking
low percentage,
low percentage is okay.
If they're breaking out.
Yeah. But hyaluronic acid, salicylic acid, totally safe for that age. Any other acid.
And stay away from salicylic is a BHA. But BHA and AHA combos, I would stay away from them, because that's going to go into your acids of glycolic, your lactic, your mandelic, or whatever that acid is. A bunch of acids. That's when you have your AHAs. BHA, beta hydroxy acid, is salicylic, and that's fine. Low dosage.
Yeah, low percentage. You don't
Nothing
need
over 2%.
crazy.
100.
Yeah. From Glow Recipe, I think again, just in general, stay away from the AHAs. There is a serum that's BHA, AHA. Even though it has BHA, which is fine, and it's probably a low percentage, it also has the AHA in it, so I would stay away from it. Basically, AHA is burning off the top with acid, acidically burning off the top layer of their skin, and they really don't need that, because they have the juiciest, most plump perfect
gorgeous skin.
So you just don't want to damage that.
Yeah. Their skin's barrier is important, right? Because then we work so hard to get that barrier back when we were younger.
Yes.
Like, that's the ideal skin barrier. So you don't want to do anything to alter that, but you can do things.
Yeah, you don't want to damage it. Yeah. I would say stay away from vitamin C's. It's just pointless.
Yeah, you don't need it.
It really, really
I don't know if it'd be harmful, but I would say
I don't know either, but I wouldn't risk it.
I would say no. Yeah. You could always ask your doctor.
Yeah. What other brands? Anything from Sol de Janeiro is fine.
Yeah, it's all body care.
Although the body care from Sol de Janeiro is anti-aging. They have firming and lifted, it does other things, but it smells so good. And I think they're pretty much there for the spray anyways.
Yeah.
But it's not going to harm them.
Yeah,
that's totally fine.
There's no retinol in it.
Yeah.
At least not yet. Who knows? They might come out with a product that eventually has it. But as of now, no, you're good.
They sometimes come in for the Youth to the People cleanser. That's popular on TikTok. That's totally fine. Safe for literally anybody. Anything else that they...
Bubble. I'm not too familiar with Bubble, but the same thing. Stay away from retinols, any acid except for hyaluronic, vitamin C. Those, as long as you're steering clear of that, you're pretty okay.
Yeah.
Eye stuff, they can use an eye cream, but just a very gentle eye cream.
Yeah, nothing with...
No, they don't need something with caffeine. I don't think it could harm them.
Yeah. Just no vitamin C in the eye cream. Just a cream.
Clinique All About the Eyes is great.
Yeah, literally light.
But actually, I think Drunk has some really safe eye creams too.
Yeah, I think they have their like ceramide, and that's... there is... I know a simple skincare routine I would say for that age range is really cleanser, moisturizer.
They definitely want a serum though, so get them the hyaluronic serum.
They want a
Drunk
serum.
Elephant, they'll love it. They like to put it on their face, so get them a simple serum. They don't need a serum that's crazy. I would just get like a hyaluronic acid. Ordinary, very popular line. The niacinaminde's okay. Hyaluronic is fine. Do not get that peel.
Oh my God.
That red peel.
No.
Went through a phase of popularity against young kids, and that's an AHA peel. It's super high. Don't get them.
Like me who does.
Ordinary is pretty popular amongst kids.
Yeah, that's right.
The glycolic toner, I would skip from the Ordinary. Yeah. I would just get a gentle witch hazel toner. I don't know what brands that are popular.
I think the new Essence from Glow Recipe is fine. It's a skin barrier.
Yes. I know what you're talking about.
So if they need a toner and they want something popular, Glow Recipe, their new Essence, totally fine, I think. Not that it is high on their list, but the adaptogen spray from Youth to the People is totally fine too.
And the Tower 28. Tower 28 is so SOS awesome spray. And it's very popular. And then, what was I going to say? My mind went blank and it was about...
I just said a skincare routine, like really, honestly, bare minimum, washing, moisturizing.
A serum, and they will like a serum.
They want a serum.
The glow drops from Drunk Elephant are fine too, like the bronzy drops. And stuff bronzy like drops. Yeah. Those are totally fine. Yeah.
Because it's more like a makeup-y thing.
Yeah, anyways. But like Tower 28, totally fine too, because I know that's very popular. Even though it's not skincare, you're just leaning towards like very popular. My niece was all about the spray. That spray is great for that. It's great for anybody. Spray. It's great for them. It's a beautiful setting spray, hydration mist.
I think also parents see the Littles set from Drunk Elephant or the Glow Babies, and they're like, these are for kids. And I always just pull when I see them grabbing it with their mom, I'm like, hey mom, just so you know, these products, boop, 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 are for you. And I'm pointing out the AHA,
the Peptini,
the Protini
serum.
Just anything, like we said, anything with a retinol, an alpha hydroxy acid, a vitamin C, those are for you moms and dads.
Yeah.
It's not for your child, even though it's mini and pretty. Yeah. They can have the other things that are in those sets.
And I feel like with Glow Recipe, you really got to read those labels because they all look super cute.
They do.
They look all like, oh, yes. You know, like where Drunk is like super neon and awesome, but Glow Recipe has this like really cute, kitschy
they
feel
look like
to
fruit,
it.
Little fruit.
Exactly. So really make sure you're getting the right one because they do look similar. Mm-hmm. That's my advice.
So I always just point out to them, like, these are for you.
Yeah.
And you can have these.
Yeah. And they could always have a makeup remover is fine, like, you know, because they do wear the little makeup, bronzy drops, the little Rare Beauty blush, which is also totally fine.
Yeah. Summer Fridays lip balms, totally fine.
Oh yeah, Summer Fridays, totally good. And lip balms in general are
any lip balm
going to be great.
Unless it's like a plumping one, but it's still fine for them. They're just not going to like
lip balms. Laneige is like really popular lips mask, but also a lot of their creams are totally fine. Their water cream line,
they're blue,
totally fine. Yeah, that blue line is great for them. Not that it's that popular, but you never know.
Yeah,
but yeah,
if they want to expand past,
we can help you and just get it on the right path.
Okay. I feel like
we talked a lot. Okay. This is the thing that gets me going the most is that when I was younger, the cool skincare brands were so bad for my face. So when I see these people say all these terrible things, it's like, for me, the cool things that not the cool things, but everybody used was Noxzema or Clean and Clear. Sea Breeze, astringent, okay, and St. Ives scrub, and a moisturizer. No, You didn't moisturize after that. So in my mind, that these kids are so into skincare and caring, like kudos to you, because I don't know if you guys have you ever used Sea Breeze? I feel like that was a little bit before your time.
No, everything else, yes.
The Sea Breeze? Like literally it's like rubbing alcohol on your face. Like it is, if you have like I pick my face off, but if you have a pick, like it's not like like if you put something on there, it's like oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, like
it's
literally
99% alcohol.
Like honestly, as you could still find it in stores. I seen it actually in a drugstore, and I was like, I kind of want to just get this for the nostalgia. But like, so I mean, we were literally using that stuff. So kudos that these kids care. Like imagine like.
I do think it's cool that they're getting into skincare young. Also, I don't know, like, do you remember being that age and just really want, like TikTok is like our commercials. Like we would get commercials about, I don't know, some stupid.
Nickelodeon magazine.
Yes.
I literally, when
like,
that
you just
magazine.
couldn't wait to be 18 so you can order it for yourself. Yeah. So you didn't have to ask your mom. But like, I don't know, like you would see these commercials for these things that like all the cool kids were having. And when you went into Toys R Us, RIP to Toys R Us,
I know.
You would be like, Mom, I have to have this. Like you had
we
to
had
have
that
it.
Same craze. Like, yes, it's bigger because it's like social media and it's in everyone's hands, but we all watch TV. We all went to school and it's there no matter what. Like, you know, so.
And it's a bunch of shit you don't need.
Yeah.
Like, come on. And it was toys. Like, at least skincare they're using daily. It is expensive. I'll give them that.
100%.
Like, very expensive.
Except for like brands like Bubble, which is very,
or
I think
like
it's Bubble.
CeraVe.
Yeah.
La Roche-Posay. Those are also popular and fine.
Super gentle. Most of the stuff.
Most of the stuff.
CeraVe also will have retinols and things like that. Same thing with La Roche.
Yeah, just stay away from those ingredients.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think like, I don't know. I was definitely, I think I talked about this on another podcast. The intro to Clueless, she's like getting ready, looking out the dirty old window. And she's like putting on her makeup and stuff, but she puts on the brown lipstick with a lip brush. And I made my mom take me to Nordstrom, and I was like, no, and they kept showing me lip glosses with like doe foots. And I was like, no, it's a brush. She puts it on with a brush. And they tried to tell me, no, it's just the lipstick and a separate lip brush. And I was like, no, it's one product. I was like determined. I was set. I was like, I have to have exactly what she's using. So
it happens in everyone. Yeah. I remember.
I get it.
There's this commercial, and they were like, she's like chewing gum. It was like a gum commercial, and she's sitting on like Hubba Bubba or like the big chewy bubble gum. Yeah. And there's a bag, this jean bag, and it was huge, full of like random shit. I didn't even know what was in that bag, but I knew I wanted a big bag full of random things. Like it was my mission to have like all these cool random things in my bag. And that just goes to like whatever I'm sure before TV, there was other ways. Like, so there's always trending things that people want. I just think that this specific group of kids are just getting hated for like really bitter people.
It's really stupid.
It's so I'm really glad we agree on that because if I ever see a associate be mean, I'm like, we'll rip their head off. I just think of my niece. I'm like, I will kill. I would catch a flight to New York if she's like, they were mean to me. I'm like, oh, okay, Auntie's coming. Don't you worry.
I just think, let them spend their money. Who cares? It's not your money.
It's like gift cards. And their parents want to spend it on them. Let them spend it on it. Like,
and I will say, a lot is on the parents. Like that the kids don't know what's good and what's bad for them. So that's what this is about. It's really for the parents of the kids. Like, here's your education. Yeah. Now you can help your kid navigate that shopping spree at, whatever beauty supply store that you're shopping at.
Yeah.
I think something that I think we can kind of talk about briefly is a little more clear and concise because we kind of like sped over it, but what does retinol do? What does alpha hydroxy acids do, which is AHA? What do beta hydroxy acids do, which is BHA? What does vitamin C do? And what does salicylic acid do? And which will help people retain why that's not good for that age group and great for a different age group. So I think like just kind of breaking it down. So like retinols turn into vitamin A on the skin and they speed up the skin cell cycle process, which doesn't slow down until after the age of 24. So 24 and under, retinol, you don't need it. Your skin is producing the vitamin A it needs to reproduce at the speed it needs
and
to.
like not only that, retinol is a very potent ingredient. It creates sun sensitivity, which means that if you go in the sun without SPF, you could do adverse reactions. And let's be honest, I have a hard time putting SPF on daily. So imagine a kid that age. So retinol is an amazing ingredient when you need it, when you have those lines, when you have discoloration. Sometimes doctors do prescribe it for acne, but that's prescription from a doctor.
Exactly.
Otherwise, you know, retinol, you just think of your deep lines, your fine lines, and your dark spots. That's retinol. And if you look at a kid's face, they do not need retinol.
Vitamin C, the quick and short is lighten, brighten, tighten. Vitamin C evens out the skin tone.
Yeah.
It's great for scarring, which they do not have at that age. Their skin is already going to heal the scars on their own within a matter of time with like a little bit of Neosporin. You know what I mean? Like they don't need the help from vitamin C that helps to even out their complexion, which is already even. I would say vitamin C, you can start younger, like maybe 18. Or you know, it's not
like maybe in a moisturizer, but they don't need a vitamin C serum.
No,
it's
not a vitamin
It's not
C
necessary.
serum.
Their skin is already glowing, beautiful baby skin.
Exactly. So they don't need that. Alpha hydroxy acids. There's a bunch of acids that fall into that, but the most popular ones are glycolic acid, lactic acid, mandelic acid. Those are the most popular.
Yeah.
There's another one that I can't think of
lactic,
right now,
you'll see lactic and glycolic the absolute most, or you'll
mandelic
see AHA blend.
Yeah. And it won't say what it is, but those things, literally alpha hydroxy acids, basically the acids break down the dead skin on the surface and exfoliate, but they take off the top layer of dead skin, which again, at that age, there is no dead skin.
Yeah,
like they don't need resurfacing.
And what that's going to do for a child is really mess up their skin's hydration barrier and their just lipid barrier at that age, which is so vital for them to have good skin in the future.
Yes.
So that's why you want to stay away from anything that has AHAs, because you want that lipid barrier just be as youthful as it can until you actually need the AHAs, until you really need to take off like the scarring or the lines or the dark spots that we're having. So
you don't want to damage the barrier, because then they'll just be sensitive to everything. And their skin is already sensitive to things, but they'll really be sensitive. And once you damage the barrier, you can bring it back. There are like products that help with repairing the skin barrier, but it's really hard.
Yeah.
It's not easy. Once you've damaged your skin's barrier, it takes time to get back. Beta hydroxy acids we talked about is salicylic acid.
It's literally the only beta hydroxy acid is salicylic.
And that cleans out the pores, so that really helps with acne. So if they are struggling with breakouts, salicylic acid is going to be the ingredient that will help with that, but nothing more than 2%.
I would say less. I would say nothing more than 1%. Honestly, on a kid that age.
I mean, it depends on if they're like 15. Like
it depends on the severity. And then
like
most likely they're going to a
10-year-olds,
dermatologist.
They really don't
and
need
pimple patches are totally fine.
Just do a pimple patch.
Yeah.
They'll have this, and I'll have the BHAs or the salicylic acid in it that it needs to heal the pimple.
Yeah, and salicylic will give a gentle exfoliation actually as well, but it's not going to be as intense as an AHA. Usually salicylic is a lower percentage in general. So that's going to loosen up their dead skin cells, but that's really going to be unclogging their pores.
Yeah.
It's a different kind of exfoliation with the salicylic, but it gently loosens up and unglues, if you think of it. So instead of like taking it away, it kind of unglues your dead skin, really letting your skin air out, and really good. Just if you are using salicylic on a child, I would honestly concentrate in the area it's in. Yeah. Spot treat for sure.
Like just where they have a breakout, basically. Just where they have a pimple or whatever. So again, like not necessary, because their pimples will probably heal on their own, but pimple patches are great. And salicylic is okay if it's really needed.
Definitely no more 2%, but I would look for like 1%.
Yeah. And then hyaluronic acid is what our skin naturally produces for hydration. So it's literally, I know it says acid, but it's just hydrating.
Yeah.
So that's totally fine.
Just like hyaluronic hydrating acid. It's not going to be like any of the other acids. Just hydration, like surface hydration, actually. I feel like hyaluronic, I know it's supposed to go below the surface, but I just always feel it's great instant. Like it's a drink of water for your skin. And anyone could use a drink of water.
Yeah, exactly.
So hyaluronic, yes.
Totally
Ceramides,
yes. Totally fine. Peptides,
it doesn't do anything bad. They don't need peptides, but it's literally peptides. They're just helping create more peptides. I don't really think that there's any adverse reaction from peptides.
Yeah.
I've never been skin sensitive from peptides. Peptides don't make you sun sensitive.
So That's totally fine.
Oils are
SPF.
fine.
Oh yeah, oils are great.
Oh, all different kinds of oils are totally fine for the skin.
Any of the oils.
Yeah, I don't really know an oil that's like adverse
No,
off the
I
top
don't
of my
think I
head.
would. Yeah, so that's totally fine. I mean, I wouldn't put coconut oil on my face, like straight up coconut oil.
No, because coconut oil is comedogenic, which means that you can break out from coconut oil.
So I wouldn't do that. But I'm sure there's different grades of coconut oil that are made for the face, but not like your standard. Any other ingredients that I think
there's other ingredients out there, but
those are the ones that
buzzies.
Stay away.
Collagen, do they need it? No. Is it going to do anything?
Probably
no, it
not.
doesn't really do anything when we need it.
I think so either.
So
I think so too. Okay.
Yeah.
So hopefully that was like clear and more helps you to remember, even for yourself, for your own skincare routine, not only to help you with your child's skincare routine, but
you want to know what else too? Toners are really fine to use depending on the toner. We didn't talk about like toners in the system, but like they do like to use the tone. Oh, we said the Glow Recipe. Toners are fine. Mario
it's called an
Badescu.
essence.
An essence and toners. In
Don't
general,
get into it, but
they're very similar. But yeah, so
but just be weary of the toner.
That like Paula's Choice, great line, has HAs, BHAs, not great for them.
Yeah. So any toner that hasn't, again, an AHA, stay away.
So honestly, I always like the Glow Recipe, and it's not really popular, but Mario Badescu does make some like witch hazel, super gentle rosewater brand, rosewater toners now they make.
Yeah.
So not just the sprays, but the toners. So like things like that, if they want to do it and they're open to other brands, but if not, Glow Recipe has a safe one.
Yeah, they're new.
Yeah.
In the yellow, I don't know what it's supposed to be, bottle. Okay, cool. I think we covered everything that we wanted to cover about it.
I feel good about this.
Okay, great.
Because it pisses me off.
Yeah, I feel good about it too.
It burns me inside.
I hope that more people watch this episode, honestly. Of all the episodes, I hope more people.
So if you're watching this episode, make sure to share it.
Okay, it's time to grab a makeup wipe because we are about to spill the foundation.
Woo!
Jessica's favorite. I have tons, but do you want to?
Yeah. So I guess I could start.
I would start with the first one.
Yeah. So January is skincare month. I know this is coming out kind of a little late into January. Oh, I hope you guys all had a good New Year.
I know. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. But anyway, so January is skincare month always. Like, so remember this forever. For the life of me, since I've been in retail, beauty industry, January's been skincare month. And what that means, new skincare products. You'll see lots of new skincare products hit the market, as well as your favorites will most likely, a lot of brands have jumbos. So that's really awesome. If you love something, check for it now this month specifically, because a lot of jumbo face washes, moisturizers, eye creams, like this is the month for jumbo skincare. Piggybacking off of that is Ulta's having it's like the 21 Days of Beauty, but it's only for skincare.
That's nice.
Currently right now. So they have a deal, couple deals of the day, which is about 50% off. So it really is skin focused. And I'm sure other retailers are mirroring that. When I worked at Nordstrom's, they used to have like a whole skincare focus and jumbos and all of that good stuff as well. So if you're in need for a new skin, now's the time.
Okay.
There's been a bunch of products. I'll let you go first, and then I'll say some other.
If I miss, I'm sure I missed something. Okay, so lots of new launches in January.
100.
Lots, and it's my favorite time because I go to the tables and I'm like, what's new? What do I need to buy? And I don't buy anything, but Rare Beauty launched Body.
Yes.
And actually, it smells good.
Cute.
It feels good. They have a cool like aromatherapy.
Speaking of a Rare Beauty, I got my niece's birthday. It was the 7th. So it had just launched. So I know for sure she was like the first kitten. I'm so excited to give her that like coolness of going with something new. And it smells really nice.
It smells nice.
Packaging is aesthetically pleasing, right up your alley.
Yeah, I like it. The packaging's beautiful. Their hand cream's nice. I like it. I don't know how I feel about makeup brands going into body care, but I really like her.
It's super gentle, and it was like it's a moisturizer, a hand cream. It's like 4 items.
Yeah, but I like it. I'm into it, and I think she's cute too. I think Selena Gomez is cute, so I like Rare Beauty. So their body stuff really cool. Youth to the People launched more body line for them. They have a scrub, body butter, and a cleanser, a body cleanser. Also really nice, light. scent fragrance is less than 1% in it. So very, very, very faint, but smells nice. They actually worked with a neuroscientist to create the scents. They're called emotives. So when you smell them, you're supposed to feel an emotional response, which is really cool.
Soap and Glory does that.
Yeah, it's cool. I love when brands do that. So they actually work with people who like scent and triggers things in the brain, which is cool. I just noticed yesterday that I played with was a new moisturizer from Biossance. Everyone's doing like a little bit richer things. Same as Drunk Elephant's new cream is super rich.
Yeah.
It feels really good on my hand.
That
I haven't
shit
put
is
it on my
flying
face,
off the
but
shelves,
it felt really good on my hands. There's a new moisturizer from the brand Mara, which is cool because she does all oils. So this is their first like cream. And she does, she uses a lot of algae in her stuff. There's a new cream from Sol de Janeiro, which
did you
is
hear
also
that?
going viral for attracting spiders.
I've been seeing that for a little bit. And
I'm like, where are the videos? I want video
I know.
proof. Someone said they put it on a tissue and laid it down and like spiders crawled to it.
And then I read like
I
don't know. It smells so freaking good. And like this is the thing. It could be one of those like viral rumors because like
and then everybody just jumped on it. I don't know how I feel about it, but it feels good and it smells
good.
So I like Sol de Janeiro.
If it has personally happened to you that like the
please
spiders,
tell me.
It's the new purple one. It smells so good.
I really like it.
Yeah.
Topicals came out with a lip salve that everybody's going crazy for. I bought it.
Is it good?
It's not my favorite, but I put it in my car. It's good as a backup to just like have. I just saw that Ami Collet launched foundation sticks, which is cool. I haven't played with them in store. I haven't seen them in store at all yet, but they did. Anastasia launched a new brow gel. The wand.
Brow freeze in a wand.
I've heard really good things so far. I haven't tried it. I will say they totally took the wand from Benefit 24 hour.
Oh, 100%. I
do love that wand. So
it's a good wand.
Yeah. So I actually want to try that gel and see if I like it. Ceremonia Hair Care just launched a new hair mask. Gucci, their new plumping lip gloss.
Nice?
Yes. They have like 5 colors. They're so cute. It burns. It plumps. It works. I put it on. He opened a brand new tester. I was like, all right, I'll try it. Ouch. But it was good. It worked. Makeup by Mario launched new lipsticks, a new satin formula. I'm wearing it. I like the way it feels. I don't know if I love this color, but whatever.
It looks good on you. Very regular.
Yeah, I don't know. And then, like we said, Glow Recipe has their new essence.
Okay, but you want to know what? The new essence toner that we said is good for kids, it's going to tone and for dullness and brightening.
I know, but I don't know. It doesn't have vitamin C in it.
It doesn't?
It doesn't say vitamin C on it. So it has something.
It's the orange package.
Yeah, but it has something. Yeah, so we'll check.
Also, Kiehl's, which I thought was really cool, they lost an SPF collagen serum. Lost. They lost it. They went crazy. But it actually feels so good. So it's SPF collagen serum.
Ooh, I haven't.
And it's really lightweight. I was playing with it. It's really, really nice. And I'm always like with Kiehl's, I'm always like, it's kind of like hit or missy. Like sometimes I'm like, oh my God. And sometimes like, eh.
Yeah.
But this was really, really nice. And that's the only one that I seen that you didn't mention. The Drunk Elephant. Also the barrier building cream, which is cool that you mentioned.
Yeah.
Okay, but
it feels so good.
On top of that, I seen
what about in Ulta?
Some major brands go into Ulta.
Oh, yes.
So going into Ulta, I seen some major brands like I never thought I'd see the day Sol de Janeiro went into Ulta, but Sol de Janeiro is in Ulta. Not their whole line, just the Bum Bum. The yellow scent.
Okay.
That's the only thing I've seen so far. And one other scent. It's like 2 other scents. I don't know exactly which one, but the original for sure. I couldn't believe that. That shook me.
Crazy.
Also, Ole Henriksen is now in Ulta, as well as Charlotte Tilbury.
Yep.
And the display in Charlotte. Did you see on my story?
Yeah.
Dude.
It looks
so nice. So you're seeing a lot
install.
Of brands that I never thought I would see.
You know what though? Honestly, after Fenty went into Ulta, which is a Sephora owned, it's a Kendo. It's a Kendo brand, which is Sephora. It's a Sephora. Sephora itself is a Kendo brand.
Yeah.
So once that happened, I was like, oh, it's a free for all. Yeah. Anything can go into Ulta, and because before it was really exclusive. Like, just so you guys know, on the back end, there's like contracts and stuff. So, the exclusivity to Sephora or vice versa to Ulta is a big deal. And so when they are both retailers.
I'm more shook. And I know, like, yes, Fenty is a Kendo brand. I'm still the most shook about Olay. I'm not Olay. Sol de
Sol.
Janeiro. 100%. That was for years very popular. Not just recently from the new like that was for
It's been
years
popular.
tried and true. And I never thought I'd see the day that not that there's anything against Ulta, but like it was so only Sephora.
Yeah.
So that's kind of crazy. I know.
Yeah. Any other new products? I mean, there's literally, I listed so many.
Away, actually, I know.
Oh, yes.
They launched like this glossing.
Yeah.
Something.
I saw.
The display is really cool. Actually, it looks like really prismatic, and it looks
pretty.
cool. I don't know too much about
Like
the
a moth to a
product, but yeah, I was like, ooh, the display, the packaging is kind of whatever. Like I think Way's packaging is kind of like blah, so it's like kind of like Way packaging, but the actual display it's on, it looks like prismy. Yeah, but it's not like it's like just the print, which I love because it's like optical illusion.
Yeah.
But yeah. I'm sure there's other stuff. There's lots of stuff. I'm sure we're missing.
Yeah, January, seriously, the brands go crazy launching their new things in January. NARS has a new eyeshadow palette, but it looks like every other eyeshadow palette they've ever launched.
I feel like they always do this.
It's pretty though.
Same old. Yeah.
It's really pretty. But
their blush palettes that they launched for. I mean, I know holiday passed, but this year's my favorite blush palette.
Yeah, it was
of course when you're not working for them.
Yeah. I don't know. That's it. That's all I know for sure. I will say, it was weird. I saw a big ass billboard for the topicals lip salve. I'm like, that's a $16 item.
It's so weird whenever I see billboards.
What a big billboard for a $16 product.
In LA, we have so many billboards, and that's not normal. Like I'm from Long Island, we don't got billboards like driving. Like there's a billboard on my corner where my apartment is.
Yeah.
It's lots. So weird. Like when I see the billboards, I'm like, wow, it's so
Hollywood.
That's LA.
I'm being advertised to even when I'm driving.
I know. Even when I'm walking around the corner to my house.
Okay. Well, I hope that you guys enjoyed this episode. I'm really happy about it. I was like, wow, perfect timing for us to record. Perfect topic.
In the skincare month.
Yeah, and skincare month is all perfect. The stars aligned. So this needs to go viral. Just kidding. But not. But of course, make sure you follow us on IG and TikTok. Our personal handles, I'm at AlixJM.
I'm Jess Cans with a Z at the end, CANZ.
And then our Inside the Makeup Bag _ is our Instagram. And then, of course, if you're watching this, then you're already on our YouTube or our Spotify. But make sure you subscribe
and tell a friend. Like this year, our vision is to be like a bigger podcast. So we have such a great core and we love you, but you need to tell people, just like you would tell somebody about a good deal. You need to tell them about this
just
podcast.
like you make all your friends buy your favorite lipstick or foundation.
Make them subscribe.
Subscribe, share, and of course, we will be releasing episodes every 2 weeks.
We're back on track,
but you will see us every 2 weeks from now on Spotify and YouTube. So it's time to pack up this makeup bag.
It up.
She gets so intense with it. I feel like we just need to be smooth and quick. Just time to pack up.
I'm packing it up.
Okay, it's packed. All right, ready? Bye.
Bye.
Zip.